This video is sponsored by Babbel, the world's leading language learning app. Something you might or might not know about me is that I have a huge language block. It's a mental block around my ability to articulate and express my ideas, communicating with different languages. In fact, for 6 years, I learned French at school. But despite all of that, I can barely speak French today. It's actually very hard for me to learn new languages nowadays. I get triggered, I get frustrated, and then I give up. So I'm actually taking this as an opportunity to pick up French in an effort to let go of this block once and for all. I think it's time. I think I'm ready to. What I love already about this app is that it uses real life situations and dialogues. You can even choose what you're going to be using the language for. I chose travel. You can also commit to as little as 5 to 10 minutes per day to maintain consistency. There are podcasts, games, and stories to keep the learning immersive and engaging. And university studies have actually shown that 15 hours of Babbel is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. On top of that, you can start speaking a language in 3 weeks using Babbel. Those are some stats that I love to see because clearly 6 years of French didn't do anything for me. So I'm really excited to pick it up again. And if you're looking to learn a new language as well, you can join Babbel right now and receive a special buy 6 months to get 6 months free. I think that's an incredible deal. So if it aligns with you, click on the link in the description down below to receive your special offer. Thank you so much to Babbel for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into your tarot readings. In today's video, I'll be giving you a pick a card tarot reading for the Taurus season, which is going to begin on April 20th and will be with us for most of May. And this is a beautiful time where you're going to want to feel into your sensual pleasures. Just take your time, slow down, ground, and earth. Taurus is all about that. So I'm really excited for all of these readings that I'm going to do for you. As always, we're going to have 3 groups. For group 1, we have yellow calcite. For group 2, we have Lapis Lazuli. And then for group 3, we have Carnelian. Now let's take a mindful moment. I'm going to ring the singing bowl and we're going to take 3 deep breaths together to center ourselves. This way you can actually listen to your intuition and pick the message that is meant for you. Beginning now, take a deep breath in. And let it out. Deep breath in. And let it out. Breathe in. And let it out. Relax into your body and listen to your gut feeling as you look at these 3 groups now. We have yellow agate, lapis lazuli, and carnelian. Really listen to your intuition. What stands out to you? Which one is calling for your attention? And go with that one. And once you have chosen the group for you, you can go into the description down below and click on the timestamps, and I'll see you over there for your reading. This is the reading for group 1. First, I'm going to just read your current energies. Then I'll tell you what you need to hear currently for this season. And then I'll leave some time for you to think of a yes or no question, and I'll give you a yes or no, and maybe elaborate. We'll see. So first off, your current energies. First you have, it's reversed. First you have the reversed Judgment card. And this card is all about having some sort of awakening. If you look at the card, these people, the man, woman, and child, are waking up from their graves and they're greeting the angel. The angel has his trumpet, it's loud, and all of these once dead people are now reborn. They're awakened, reawakened. So the card is all about awakening, a spiritual awakening, seeing things differently, and sometimes going back to something as well, like a reawakening to a feeling, something that you may have lost. Now it's in reversed, so there's something that you're not seeing, something that you're not awakening to, but you could. And because you're not seeing that thing, you're currently juggling a lot. Now this card didn't come reversed, but the feeling I get is sort of like doing something you don't want to because you feel like you have to. So I've heard this so many times from my friends recently. It's like, I really don't like my job, but the money, right? It's that sort of dialogue. This thing that I'm doing really doesn't feel aligned. It's exhausting. I hate it, but it provides security. It gives me money, right? And that's keeping you small. It's keeping you in the comfort zone, and you're attached to fear. And this is never going to take you to where you want to go. That sort of dialogue of, I hate this, but I have to. That isn't how you're supposed to live your life. It's not how any of us should live our lives. And there is a way out. You just have to choose to see it rather than resorting to fear. You're being asked to really snap out of it and awaken to something bigger. Part of you already knows what that is. And once you go along with it, you're going to feel so much surge of energy, so much power pushing you forward. This is the Chariot, and it's all about, well, first of all, the card is all about victory. This is the Victory card, and it's a card of movement, of energy, of just a lot happening, positive forward momentum, charging forward. And it's the feeling of, okay, I don't have it all together. I'm trying to hold on to the reins and make sure that I don't fall to, either side's the yin or yang. And I think I can do it. I think I can keep going and keep these two in check. I think I got a handle on duality. It's that sort of feeling. It's a lot of positive momentum. And what this can take you to then is more abundance, more security. So essentially, I feel like the story that comes to mind is the stuff that my friends have told me of, I don't like this job, but I'm doing it for the money. Well, if you think long and hard about where you're currently at, this comfort zone, and what's really out there, if you awaken to that, if you get out of your box instead of keeping yourself boxed in, if you get out of it and just look out there, you're going to see that there's so many opportunities just waiting for you. Here, the message that you need to hear is, I love this, it's play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And what immediately comes to mind with this is creative flow, creative energy. Creative energy is what flows through you when you're in alignment with your truth. Creative energy is what sustains life, and it's what creates more life, more art and beauty in the world. And we're all here to contribute to that. You have a specific gift or talent or purpose that runs on creative energy because this is what life wants you to do in this lifetime as an extension of this universe. You can only get to that though if you feel into creativity, if you actually have fun and enjoy life. Creativity isn't dull, it isn't serious, it isn't heavy or boring. It can't be, right? Because it's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to actually help you enjoy life. So enjoy life first. Here's your life hack. Have fun, enjoy yourself. And that's the only way to really tap into this energy and familiarize yourself with creative flow. When you're like a child, when you're being spontaneous, when you're having fun, that is when you are yourself. That is when this energy, this life energy is flowing through you. So use those moments to teach yourself what you want more of. And now for the yes or no question. Sit for a moment and just think about this question. Don't think too hard though. We want the question to just come out. Let it just come through you. And here's your answer. This actually flew out of the deck twice, so it really wanted to come out. And it says no. Wait. Postpone, pause, say no. Now, I don't know what your question was, but because this card was so adamant on being a part of this reading, I think I'll just leave it here. It's pretty clear. If a resounding no is a little too strong for your question, then go with wait. Sometimes all you need to do is just wait and feel things out. And yeah, so it's either a no or a wait, postpone. And that's it. That is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed the reading group 1. If you like these kinds of videos and you'd like to see more of these tarot videos, I actually post weekly pick a card tarot readings on my Patreon. So you're welcome to join me there and receive weekly energetic updates, tarot readings, inner work tips, etc., etc. Now I have the reading for group 2. I'm going to first start off by reading your current energies, getting a feel for that. Then I'll give you what you need to hear, what you need to know right now. And then I'll leave some time out for you to think of a question, a yes or no question. Then I'll give you that yes or no, and maybe elaborate. So starting off with your current energies, you got the World. This card actually came out twice, so I really wanted to come out. The World is a sense of completion. It's being in the final stretch of things. You're ending something, but having ended something means there's a new beginning as well. So a lot is ending, but in the best way possible. It's a completion, a feeling of wholeness, of having reached the end of a cycle. That's a great feeling. Another thing this could indicate is travel. So I don't know how relevant that would be in terms of just like current times with the whole pandemic situation, but maybe that'll resonate with some of you with traveling. I say traveling because of a card that comes out a little bit later. So you also got the Nine of Swords coupled with, okay, let me do this. So you also got the Nine of Swords coupled with the reverse Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is all about releasing, letting go of something that no longer serves you. And this is always difficult, right? Because cups represent emotions. And this man is leaving behind so many emotions, 8 of them that he's collected. And that's not easy. It's about letting go of attachments, things that you've held on to for so long, and things that are so close and dear to your heart. And he's choosing to walk away because he knows there's more to life. There's the 9 of Cups somewhere, a wish fulfillment, and he's searching and walking away to find that. Now, when there's a reverse 8 of Cups, that might signify that you're finding it difficult to let go of certain attachments. And earlier you got the World, which is all about completion, getting to the end of a cycle. So this may be the final stretch, your final lesson before a complete new beginning begins. You're going to have to let go of some very difficult attachments that are currently showing up as overwhelming thoughts, persistent thoughts. I say thoughts because Swords is the air element, and the air element it's about the mental realm. This woman is awake in the middle of the night, and she can't get her head to be quiet. It's that sort of feeling of just being bombarded with negative, difficult thoughts and fears, and not being able to quiet the mind. And remember that it's only showing up as thoughts at the mental level because there is an energetic element to it. That energy is in your system. You can work with the energy at the energetic level. You can work with the emotions at the emotional level, or you can work with the thoughts at the mental level. But once it gets to the mind, it's often quite difficult, and you're at mercy to it. I do energy work because energy's at closest to the root of the problem. So I would invite you to treat these attachments, whatever's coming up, as emotions, right? The cups, or simply energy, and move it through that way. How do you feel emotionally when you think these thoughts? How do you feel energetically, somatically when you have these thoughts? And work on them like that. And that's the fastest way of letting go of attachments. And once you've done that, you're going to be able to use your mind swiftly and very decisively. You're going to cut through all of the BS and get straight to what it is that you want, which is this new beginning. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is so exciting. This is something new in the material 3D world, and that can be a new job, new home, new location, new relationship. Something new is going to be invited into your reality as soon as you let go of the very last bits and pieces of this cycle that you've been through. You're at the end now, and you're very close to this. So that's really exciting. Main piece of advice is to release those last pieces of attachment by being with your emotions and energy rather than giving too much leeway to your thoughts. Now, for the message that you need to hear, for what's really going to help you. You got the Priestess, and it comes with a question. It says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So this is leadership energy, the Priestess. And I'm also thinking of the Emperor from the Tarot. So I invite you to step into that archetype of being a leader, being someone who leads rather than follows. How can you feel into that? It's very distinct, right? When you feel like you're able to lead a group, there's a feeling about it. How can you tap into that feeling? Because that's really going to serve you. Step up and lead. And now for your yes or no question. I'm going to give you some time, but don't think too hard. Go with the first question that comes to you. And then I'll give you your answer. So I pulled a card from the Oracle deck. Sometimes they're very clear, like a yes or no. The yes or no is very clear. For this one, I guess it's a no, sort of ambiguous though. It says, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So it's a no if a yes would have been all about efforting and feeling stressed. The no is trying to tell you to slow down, take it easy. You don't have to get it all done right now. Don't have to push yourself too hard. And also, it's Taurus season. It's all about slowing down, grounding, feeling into the earth, and enjoying life's pleasures. So this is the best time to be taking a break, to get off the treadmill and just take it easy for a bit. So that was your reading group 2. I hope you enjoyed it. And also, a quick message, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and you'd like to see more of them more regularly, I post weekly tarot reading videos over on my Patreon. So you're welcome to join me over there. And receive weekly readings to feel energetically aligned and connected always. So I'll see you over there. If not, I'll see you soon. Now we have the reading for group 3. First off, I'm going to read your current energies, and then I'll tell you what you need to hear for this season, and then I'll leave a bit of space for you to think of a question, yes or no question. Then I'll answer that with a yes or no, and maybe a little bit of elaboration as well. So starting off with tarot and your current energies. So you got the 5 of Pentacles. This is the first card that came out, and I feel like I've explained this card quite a lot in my tarot reading videos. But the 5 of Pentacles is a sense of poverty, a feeling of scarcity and lack, feeling like you don't have enough. It's like feeling like these beggars being left out in the cold on a winter's day, but being totally oblivious to the fact that what they're begging for, what they need, is right next to them, right behind them. And they're next to a church. They could go into the church, seek asylum, and find warmth, be warm again, but they're choosing not to. So you see, this feeling of lack is always a choice. You don't have to feel that way, but sometimes we're conditioned into believing that that's the only way we can feel about ourselves and our reality. So this sort of conditioning is quite apparent for you right now. However, with that said, things are happening in the background. You are healing, I want to say at a cellular level, at a subconscious level, in ways you don't even realize. There is a death/rebirth happening internally within you, even if you're not aware of it. And this often is uncomfortable. Your wounds can be really apparent as this is happening, but it's all coming up to come out, right? You're feeling it so that it can come through. You're breaking down so that you can break through. And so if you're currently really aware of your sense of lack, there's nothing wrong with that. Be aware of it, because it's going to leave your system very soon. There is a death happening, a death of the old self. And your job as the conscious version of you, the conscious ego, is to wait it out, to be patient. And there's actually another card very similar to this that popped out. It was the Hanged Man. I didn't take it, but now I feel like I should have taken it. Anyways, this card came out and the message is the same. It is that you're being asked to just wait out this period of discomfort. The Hanged Man is about sacrificing this time because you know something is going to come out of it. So even if it is uncomfortable, be patient, and in the meantime, you can observe everything you've done so far and have a clear idea as to where you're going. You also have the Two of Wands, and this is about feeling optimistic and selective about your future, about the next steps that you're going to take. This man, he's standing on his balcony and he's looking at a globe. He has the globe, the world, in the palm of his hand. It's that sort of feeling, that sort of optimism. And he's looking at it and he's saying, hey, I can literally go anywhere. The world's my oyster, and I see so many things spanning over the horizon. And so he's going to be selective. He's going to choose what aligns, only the things that he truly wants. And so the advice for you is, as you wait out this period of discomfort, as you allow your old self to die, essentially, while you're in this uncomfortable cocoon before the rebirth, you can be selective and decide and choose your next steps by reviewing your previous steps. And do some positive visualizations as well, some manifesting work, because you have the Nine of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment. It's the feeling of being so satisfied and just ecstatic about all the cups you have, overwhelmed with positive emotions and being super grateful and appreciative of what you have. This feeling gives you more of that, right? When you're appreciative and grateful for what you have more of it. So this card advises you to work on manifesting, work on practicing gratitude and positive visualizations about the future or the now, so that more of that can come to you. Practice this sort of feeling and get clear on your future, and very soon you're going to have it. The message that you need to hear right now is this. How fitting. It says birthing a new age. So we're just talking about rebirth, right? Coming out of the uncomfortable cocoon. You're birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So remember that in moments of temporary discomfort, remind yourself that it's all happening for you. There's a reason for it. It's always a little bit uncomfortable before you break through. So remember, you're birthing new creations. Let that process happen and unfold for you. And now I'm going to leave a little bit of time for you to think about your yes or no question. And then I'll give you the answer. All right, so your answer is yes. It feels like a yes to me, even though sometimes these cards are a little bit ambiguous. The card says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. That feels like a very soft yes, a loving, warm yes. I hope that resonates. And I just want to add to this a little bit. We are in Taurus season, and Taurus is all about life's sensual pleasures, slowing down, grounding, earthing, and finding comfort in the mundane, and being mindful of the little things, being grateful of the small things. So when I see this card, I'm reminded of that. This is very fitting for Taurus season. Really give yourself time to rest, to be held and replenish, because like I said, so much is happening. So much is happening for you, and the most you can do is hold space for yourself as you do this. I actually have a meditation for holding space, so you're welcome to check that out if you'd like. Anyways, that was your reading. I hope it resonated and was able to give you some guidance or comfort. And if you like these tarot readings, I actually do weekly pick a card tarot readings over on my Patreon. So feel free to join me over there if this is something that you enjoy. I had so much fun doing all of these readings, and as always, yeah, these videos are just really enjoyable for me. I hope you had fun too, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm sending you so much love. Enjoy Taurus season.